Opening day of oyster season here in Bourne on Cape Cod. Every November the Shellfish warden changes the close sign to open. It's a tradition for me and my buddy Bill to slip on our waders, forage a basket full to enjoy over a few beers with family and friends. So come along and grab a few of these beauties with us. The oyster is a bivalve capable of filtering 50 gallons of salty sea water daily, so it really keeps our waters clean. Here in Bourne, I think our oysters are the best on the Cape. I believe it's because the Cape Cod Canal flushes through the region powerful water currents and provides all the nutrients and oysters need to grow. They have a unique briny flavor all their own. Oysters have made their home on planet Earth for over 200 years. They were the principal food source since prehistoric times. As a matter of fact, fossils date them as a food source as far back as the Neolithic age. On Cape Cod, we know that the Native American communities were successfully farming oysters for 5,000 years before the Pilgrims arrived on our shores. As a matter of fact, oysters would have been one of the favorite dishes on the first Thanksgiving table in Plymouth, just a few miles from here. You can even spot the oyster shells on the ground of this painting by Jean Leon Jerome Ferris. If you're enjoying this video, please poke the like button now and subscribe for more postcards from Cape Cod. Thank you.
I sailed across the Atlantic, thought I'd find myself. When I found you, gladly accepted all the lies you've given me. They kept me busy in this lonely city. I'm lost at sea, trying not to panic, though it's far too late for me to save you. So how did we all just disappear without warning into blue lights green? Blue lights green, blue lights green, blue lights green. Tried to read between the lines, wishing I could find a typo somewhere in the news when everything's been misconstrued. And I know we've missed the mark when we perfectly played our parts, holding broken mirrors right up to our heart. Lonely city streets of San Francisco. Guess we'll never know when we'll be back home. And I've learned to live with all this wasted time. Renamed it healing time on these blue lights green. Blue lights green, blue lights green, blue lights green.
In no time at all, Bill and I filled up our baskets and we decided to have a little snack before we went home. You know, there's nothing like getting out in that fresh, cool autumn air here on Cape Cod and foraging up some delicious treats. Shucking is hard. process is tedious, strenuous at times, and on many occasions quite painful. Once you pop that hinge open and slide the knife between the shelves, keeping it along the bottom of the top shelf, you won't mangle the oysters. I'll show you how. I think we got plenty of room here. I've got my glove on to protect my hands. I've got my oyster opener. See, it has a little curve there. That's to pry under the hinge of these beautiful oysters. Now you're going to notice that there is a round part and a flat part on each oyster. Round bottom, flat top. We're going to take our oyster, hold it against the countertop here, insert into hinge, push down, and twist at the same time. And that's why we wear our glove. Kind of a muscle memory thing. Once you do one or two of them, they all kind of go a little quicker. Now we're just going to move that along the top. Cut up the muscle there. And there's our beautiful oyster. Oyster! How do you like that Boston accent, huh? Let's open a few more. Hinge, insert blade, push in there, twist, run the knife along the top so you get all that good stuff. Cut the muscle. Voila! Now it seems a shame to have this little bit here, so I'm going to have to suck that right up. And I'll show you now. So these are wild oysters. You find the ones in the grocery store or in the restaurant, they're not going to have all this area here where the oyster attached itself to another oyster, and that's how they grew. These are wild. They're going to be tastier, a little gamier, bigger, and I think a lot more delicious than a farm-raised oyster, but some folks might argue that with me. Bottom, flat top, insert, twist at the same time, getting underneath there. Move right along after you get a few going. I am going to make Oysters Rockefeller today with a special recipe I've been using. And once they're done, I'm going to freeze them and then bring them out for Thanksgiving dinner. Special treat. Alright, let me get back to you here in a few moments once I've done a few more of these beautiful oysters. So we have our food processor. We're going to put in our garlic, breadcrumbs, anise flavored Pernod. And we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of that. Next is our fennel, which is a fennel seed. We didn't have any ground fennel, so I just went and took the end of a tool here and chopped it up. Worked just fine. We're going to toss that in there. Next we're going to put in some hot sauce. Homemade hot sauce from Grampy's Garden. Turn that sucker on. Just blend them up a bit. And then chop your fresh garlic and scallions. Put that into the blender and process that for a bit until smooth. Finally, we're going to put that butter in there that's all softened. We'll try to fill that in as best we can. That's all set. Now it's as simple as taking out a scoop, putting that on top of these beautiful oysters here. Sprinkle it with a little cheese, and then we're going to freeze them in the cookie sheet. Once that is done, we'll take them out again. Just place them in a Ziploc bag, nice and neatly, lay them flat. And we're going to have oyster Rockefeller for Thanksgiving dinner. Well, I couldn't let a good thing go by, so I had to roast a few of these bad boys and try them out myself. To tune in. I wish they had a Smell-O-Rama app, so that you folks could smell these. I can smell the anise and that buttery scent. There's that spinach in there. Let's give this a try. That is so good. Crazy. Okay. One more time. A little lemon. Get that fork right under there. And devour. That anise flavor from the Pernod really brings out the oyster flavor. Careful of little shells. Bon appetit. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.